Hi everybody! This episode is going to be really long and complicated, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wanted to do a really good documentation of my Sailor Moon North American VHS collection before it went to its new owner in a couple of days. But before I do that, I'm going to give you the lowdown on the mess that happened in the 90s when it came to Sailor Moon and its dubbing rights. Originally, Takaguchi only wanted one arc of Sailor Moon, but everybody was like, no, we like it too much. Write a bunch more. Don't quit. So she wrote Moon, R, S, and Super S and Stars, but we all know that, and it became an anime. It was published in Nakayoshi magazine from 91 to 97. It was about 52 chapters, give or take, and it premiered as an anime on TV Aishi. Forgive me if I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. On March 7th of 1992. Forgive me, I'm looking at my notes because I can't remember all this crap. I'm sorry. It's too much crap. It ran for a total of 200 episodes. We already know that. There's 3 OVAs, 5 special Toei animated specially thingies, and of course you have all the Sailor Miyus, and then you have the live action Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon show, which I will do a whole entire video on that on another time because that is a mess on its own. It finished its run on February 8th of 1997 in Japan. Now, because it was so popular, it created a large surge or a demand for product, and over 5,000 plus items of Sailor Moon merchandise were created to feed this demand. And because of that, everybody else in the world's like, oh my god, we have to have Sailor Moon. What is this? This thing is amazing. So countries started bidding and trying to buy the rights to dub and redistribute Sailor Moon in their countries. And the US, or North America, was one of them. North America did the rights for Canada and the United States. Sorry. At an expo in 95, a company called Two Makers, which you probably know for Power Rangers, Saban, things like that, they did a 14 to 17 second demo reel, as we lovingly know as Saban Moon, and produced this and revealed it at the expo, showing what they would do for Sailor Moon, which caused them to lose their bid to Buena Vista Home Video Entertainment and Deke. And that's how all this crap got started. Now, media for Sailor Moon was already in production. VHS they started releasing in July of 93 in Japan, and DVDs started coming out in 2002 in May. So the Japanese already got their media straight. Now the US and Canada were a little far behind. Canada has their own thing because apparently Sailor Moon's dub work done by Deke and Buena Vista for the first season did so much better in Canada than it did in the US. And this is because of the time slotting. If we would have put Sailor Moon to air right after school got out for children instead of early in the morning, like from, I think it was 9 to 2, it probably wouldn't have flopped. So basically, Buena Vista went under. They produced a couple of media devices, which I'll show you. Those is mainly VHS tapes. They produced the Pink Hollows. They did 6 of those. Each one have 2 episodes each. They run about 44 minutes a piece. They're really pretty. Most Moon collectors have them, and they have a theme. Each theme, does their thing. They were released all in 97 from March to April. The first tape covers episodes 1 and 2. The second is 5 and 7. The third is 9 and 14. The fourth is 25 and 33, and that has Zoe Moon, by the way. I don't remember if it's in the pink tape, but in that particular episode, that's where Zoe Side disguises themselves as Sailor Moon. And the last one is 39 and 40. Of course, these episodes vary. The fifth tape can either be translated as episodes 34 and 35 or 30 and 31. The last one can be 39 and 40 or 44 and 46. The original air of Sailor Moon in the U.S. only ran for, how many episodes? About 46 episodes. As you know, those episodes are about 20-something minutes a piece, not including the commercial breaks and everything. And they ran from March of 92 to February of 93. After that, Buena Vista dropped it, and Canada still had it, but America was like, nah, we don't like it, whatever. Sailor Moon got re-picked up by Cloverway. Cloverway is also a dubbing company that did Revolutionary Girl Utena. After that, they kind of went, bleh. I want to say another one did Utena too. I think Central Park. I could be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right before Cloverway picked this up, Buena Vista did one more release called the Doomtree box set, which I'll show you that also. It's about 13 episodes, 4 VHS tapes, and a beautiful art box. And that was the last thing Buena Vista did with Sailor Moon. Cloverway, Deke, and Pioneer got together. They re-aired the first season of Sailor Moon on a channel called Toonami instead of USA Network. And the reception was so much better, and by popular demand and petition, they started bringing in the rest of the seasons. The only season that didn't make it was Stars, as you already know that. We got robbed of Stars. They aired it on USA Net in 97. The petition happened, and it was re-aired on Toonami in 98 and 99. After that, ADV completely took over from Cloverway, and they did the rest of the episodes. And this is where the media production really picked up. After season 2 or season R, all media was released 3 times. VHS tapes were twice, and then the third time was a DVD. The first VHS was the cut version. The second is the uncut with, less censorship. And then the third is a bilingual DVD. And this pattern repeats for S and Super S also. Honestly, everything, the VHS kind of fell to the wayside, and the DVDs kind of took over. Sailor Moon finished airing in the U.S. in 2002 after ADV lost the rights to episodes 159 through 166. We honestly lost a lot of episodes. We lost those, and then in the early seasons, we lost episodes. Technically, episodes 2, 5, 6, 20, 42, 67, 119, and 152. I don't know why we lost those first few, but Pioneer intentionally skipped episodes 119 and 152 right before they lost their rights. I want to say episode 67 was cut because there was a particular demon monster of the day that they didn't think was appropriate for children, and they gave her like a bikini. I really don't know. But as far as the tapes go, we did get all 3 movies, even though we did lose the rights to the movies originally. We did get them back. We got them on 3 different forms of VHS, and we also got them on 2 forms of DVD. The series we got on DVD like 3 different times. We got season 1 and 2 in single DVDs that were launched alongside with the VHS tapes by ADV. Then we received the 2 limited edition box sets for S and Super S, which is the light blue and the dark blue. We also received the 2 dark blue boxes, which are in Japanese and uncut. And they're very nice. It has all 200 episodes in them. And then we also received 2 different versions of the Dream Box, which is all 3 movies. We have the uncut and we have the cut version. As for the VHS, for the movies, we received the clamshell version. We received 3 non-clamshell versions that were uncut in Japanese. They're very nice, have beautiful artwork, which I'll show you those also. And then we also received a box set, like the Dream set, but it's pink, and they're clamshells. I want to say movie S, when it's as a clamshell sold separately, was sold with a Scout guidebook. I know Moonies have seen those. There's a Scout guidebook for all the Innocenti. This particular one was sold with the Scout guidebook for Moon. But let's take a look at all these VHS tapes, because to my calculations, because I can't find a count anywhere. If you can find a count of all these stupid tapes, please let me know, because I want to know. I need to know how many tapes they are in existence because of reasons. Let's see. We have 6 of the pink. Let's see. 6, 10, that's 26, 30, 54, 73, 70, total of 80. I have found a total of 80 Sailor Moon North American VHS tapes. I'll be showing most of them to you in just a second. The only one I can't show you is the original demo tape that they sent to the networks to advertise Sailor Moon. This is the infamous tape that calls Mercury blue instead of Amy, and there's like somebody named Stephanie, and I don't know, it doesn't make any sense at all. And if you're selling that, I want to buy it from you. I will pay a lot of money to buy it from you. So I can't show you that, but that is, by my count, VHS tape number 80. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Okay. Alright, we have season 1. All these are done by ADV. They're about 90 minutes long. They have model numbers. They're all very brightly colored, very 90s Lisa Frank style. You have flowers, you have moons. As you can see, very girl power, because that was the thing during the 90s. Another thing that they like to do with this first season was they like to do this little marketing ploy where they contain unreleased, unaired episodes as a kind of, you know, hey, you should buy these. These have things you've never seen before. If you liked it before, you're really gonna love it now. And it's just, all these are demarked by this little triangle right here, as you can see. Contains previously unreleased episodes. And on the back of each VHS tape, you'll see these stars, these asterisks here, showing you the episodes. Literally every single tape in season 1, every single episode is a previously unreleased episode. Your first 2 tapes, you have like 1 or 2. After that, all of them are unreleased. Alright, before we jump into season 2, let me show you the Doomtree box set, which was released by Buena Vista. Honestly, it's one of my favorite. It looks like a blacklight artwork. I love it. It's fantastic. As you can see, we have 4 VHS tapes. They all form a picture. And it's Doomtree, which is, Alan and Am. There's the top, the side. There you go. Here's the back. It has a running time of 286 minutes, give or take. And here's the other side with Moon giving a good old hand blast. It doesn't make any sense. Same thing with Sailor Mars. The Doomtree box set is definitely worth picking up for $20 if you find it. Next up is season 2, which are also done by ADV. They have the same model numbers. They have the same kind of scheme going on color-wise. The only thing is the colors are, the tone is darker because R is a darker themed season. It really is. I mean, come on. Sailor Moon's daughter comes from the future and just says, "Screw you, Mom," and tries to kill her. So, I mean, if that doesn't say dark, I don't know what does. And, oh yeah, she kisses her dad. Yeah. Okay. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tapes, just like season 1. All our model numbers: 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They run anywhere from 90 to 115 minutes. And we have beautiful artwork of the characters. Moon. This is from Doomtree. Moonlight Night, which I dearly miss. Moonlight Night is an anime only characters, Mercury, you got your beautiful, 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 oh gosh, is it Bernadette? Anyways, whatever. Rubius, who's a douchebag. Chibi Moon with her oversized head. Emerald, who I want to punch in the face. Mr. Mask, and another really pretty shot of Sailor Moon. And of course, all these are labeled Deke. Let me show you what I mean by the tone. You still got the bright colors. You got stars. There is no unreleased episodes like the first round. None of these have it. But this is where we get into the darker colors. You see angry face, dark color. You got evil trees, doom. Yeah, Neo Queen Serenity and all that junk. Same thing here. You can see there's a total different change of tone in the way these were marketed. Here's your IBN. This they kind of threw back to the Lisa Frank girl power thing, but whatever. Nobody really cares about that. This is probably one of my favorite covers because of Moon. She's just so happy. And you got the sisters. Rubius actually looks slightly attractive. I still hate him though. This one's really dark, as you can tell. By the light of the Nega Moon. Really gorgeous shot of Prince Demand and Rubius kicking the buckets. And Chibi Moon's giant head. Yay! Really pretty shot of Wise Man and not so pretty shot of Emerald because she's evil. This is the weirdest picture of Pluto ever. One of the DVD covers has the same image and it kills me. And here we are. This is the last part of Season R, probably one of the best covers that we have. And look at that. Oh God, we're going on 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Up next is when Cloverway kind of, like, I guess gave up. I really don't know what happened with Cloverway, but ADV, Pioneer, and Geon and Toei all got together and they really picked up their game and they produced some really nice stuff. They released S and Super S. S and Super S have double the amount of tapes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 total tapes for Super S. Because it's double. You have your original cut and you have your uncut. And I will show you these. I'm going to do them in groups of 4 because there's too many. Excuse my gross floor. I'm sorry. Because everything is disgusting. I have a dog that likes to rip out her hair. So, I'm sorry. All these also have model numbers. Their model numbers are a little different than the original setup. But, I mean, it's pretty straightforward when you look at it, honestly. Get all these laid out for ya. I'm trying to get, like, all S in the floor for you to see all at once. Because to see what they did as terms of media presentation and marketing is really impressive, and I really enjoy what they did with it. It was a very smart move on all of their parts, especially with anime being fairly new to the US. There's not enough room in my floor. Anyways, here we go. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's my favorite. Alright, couple more for S. Just a couple more, I swear. Some of the more expensive of the lot. Because honestly, when you start getting into S and Super S VHS collecting, you get to the part where you're just like, I can't find any more ever. They don't exist anywhere. Alright. Alright. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This used to be a $70 tape. Why? I don't know, but whatever. It's absolutely gorgeous. But here you are. This is a complete S in North American VHS form. I say go with the uncut if you are to choose, honestly. Alright, let me take a quick break and get Super S set up for you, and we'll wrap this thing up.